Joining me now is the one and only Christian Fauria. They got it done in Cincinnati. You, my friend.
Oh, jeez. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Say it.
That's fine. It's like I told you earlier in the day, I'm not paid to be right. I'm paid to give my opinion, which was wrong. I thought they'd lose. I think a lot of people thought listen, they're celebrating. They're celebrating this win. They should. Hey, that's what you're supposed to do. And this is one of the things that just, after watching all the games that were played today, teams that had a lead, that coughed it up, teams that came from behind because of somebody else's terrible decision, they played a clean game. They didn't turn it over. They made big plays when it mattered. They played an efficient game. Guys made big tackles on fourth down. Guys had big catches on third down. Right. Special teams, you tackled in space, and they didn't turn anything down. And you didn't have a quarterback that threw reckless passes at the worst possible time, and you had a back that couldn't get tackled.
Let's start with the offensive line, who's been taking heat all summer long.
Listen, and deservedly so.
They didn't give up one sack.
Deservedly so.
They opened up holes for Ramondre Stevenson, who ran the ball extremely well. They protected Jacoby Brissett. They didn't have a lot of penalties.
Nope, they didn't have one holding call. They had one offsides, I think. But that was fine. Nothing that really hurt them. Every penalty that they had, they didn't have a lot. They were able to overcome. Didn't put them in a bad position. Didn't back them up too much.
Like you said,
offensive line,
clean game.
The offensive line. Think about it. In its core, football is really simple. Think about it. Like Jacoby Brissett had one play where it could have meant disaster when he threw it into the end zone.
And Hunter Henry broke it up.
And Hunter Henry, smart veteran play by him, because it should have been an interception. Cincinnati should have had the ball on the 20. But Hunter Henry, a good, smart veteran play, realizes that this is a problem and knocks the ball away.
Brissett made good decisions today. Okay, he took care of the football. He knew when it was being blitzed. He knew when to get rid of the football as well. He played a smart position.
That is what you brought him in here for. Not that saying that Drake May couldn't have done the same thing under the same set of circumstances, but you paid Jacoby Brissett $8 million not to make these mistakes. And he was making these mistakes in preseason, so you're like, uh-oh. Man, when this is for real, what's he going to do? Is he going to do this in games? They took one shot play down the field. It didn't work. And then they just threw everything underneath. Safe, conservative plays, because they know first and second down, we're going to run. We're going to get 7 yards. And then we're in a manageable third down situation.
Which brings me to the offense coordinator, Alex Van Pelt. He's called a very, very smart football game today, especially in the first quarter, okay, where they mixed the ball up. Okay, knew to go short passes, knew to run the ball. Ramondre Stevenson, unstoppable.
They played to their strength, and he didn't get carried away. He didn't get greedy, because you would like to sit there, well, we're not getting up, but they just kept dinking and dunking. And Ramondre Stevenson was a big factor in this game, obviously, and he's the best player on their team. And when they needed a play and they needed a touchdown, they gave it to him.
And let's talk about this defense, because the defense came up big. Kyle Duggar knew when to punch out the football at the goal line. He came up with some big plays in the end zone, knocking out the
it's not just
touchdown.
Him. Jonathan Jones, Kyle Duggar, Keon White is a problem. He's going to be a problem for other teams because he just has a motor that doesn't stop. He's relentless. And I would say, and you didn't even hear anything from Christian Gonzalez because Jamar Chase wasn't doing anything. They just weren't involving him. He barely was effective. He didn't really get going until the second half of the game. And by then it was too late. So they took out one of their best players. The defensive game plan was, we're not letting anything get over our head. No big plays. And more importantly, make them earn it. Let's not give them any freebies.
Special teams came up big as well. How about Joe Cardona making the
Joe Cardona
tackle on?
Tell me the last time you remember a long snapper knocking the ball out for a fumble.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Clean game.
It's a good start.
And hats off to Gerard Mayo.
Congratulations. Right? You're right. Nobody believed in them. Everybody was doubting them. They went on the road, conference game against a team that had a lot to prove with their quarterback coming back who was on a revenge tour. They got a long way to go. But listen, for the Patriots, that's an unbelievable start. That's a celebrated plane ride home, too.
Do you change your season prediction?
No, I mean, not yet. I think it's really easy to get caught up in the hoopla.
Do they beat your former team, Seattle, coming in?
Man, I gotta possibly. Those average teams, those middle-of-the-road teams,
if they play like they play
listen, if the other team has to earn it, the Patriots will be in every game.
All right. which is more of a,
Wow.
you could say that.
Again, week one, folks. It's only week one.
No, they're tied for first place, so 16 weeks to go.
6 weeks from now, we need to go back and look at where they're at. But
Exactly.
okay.
Good stuff.
Good stuff by you two. All right.